A warm welcome to one and all, a heartfelt namaste, and a big thank you for watching the videos, leaving your comments. Today, I'd request you to leave suggestions of the videos you would like to see next on screen. So, today we are going to make a beautiful video on sleep, sleeping like a baby. This is something that all of us want to do after a certain age. We are also tired at the end of the day that we really want to sleep like a log or as peacefully as a baby. There's nothing better or nothing more satisfying to the eyes, pleasing to the eyes than seeing a happily smiling baby. But sleep is getting more and more elusive as we see it in today's world. What are the reasons for it? Insomnia can be one of the reasons. The gadgets that we are so used to nowadays, be it the YouTube, be it the movies, or be it chatting with our friends on WhatsApp, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. There are so many out there, so many things beckoning us that we really do not find time to sleep. And by the time we really want to have an eye shut, it's too late, and we know it's going to be a grudgy day the next day ahead. There are also deadlines that needs to be met. We are all in a rush in this competitive world, and we have so much work, so much projects to submit, deadlines to be met, that we forget. Eventually, sleep and exercise are two things that we do not focus on, or they are the first to lose their priority. Another thing that we see is traveling. In today's day and age, when when the cross country travels, going abroad is a common thing. People move in time zones, different time zones, as a result of which their body clock, body mechanism goes haywire, and sleep patterns get highly disturbed. Many things contribute to this problematic problem, which is seen cropping up in our lives. What can be done for it? There are many things that can be done for it, but that at the end of the discussion. First, let us see astrologically how these things manifest, or what are the factors, what are the houses responsible for a sound and an unsound sleep. How to check on sleep astrologically? Manteshwarji in his Faldipika says that the 12th house rules Shayana Kaksha. That is, the 12th house is the house of sleep, it's the bedroom. Therefore, one has to investigate this house to find out whether one will have a sound sleep or not. The third house, he says, shows one awakening from sleep. That is, when we are getting up from sleep, when we are in a state of consciousness, that is the third house. And the sixth house signifies trance. So they are the Shadripus, or the six enemies of mankind, one of them being alasya, or laziness. The ninth house is related to dreams. So if you are a lazy person, there should be some planet in your sixth house to say that you would be spending some time in your bed even after you've woken up, to get out of the bed and to let go of your laziness. In Untitled Chapter, Kalidas ji says that the 12th house also indicates Nidra Bhang, or awakening from sleep, or disturbance to sleep. So there are times, if there is a malefic planet in your 12th house, then it can give you lots of disturbance in your sleep. Now, if there is a malefic planet in your 12th house, and you are incidentally running the dasha or antardasha of this malefic planet, then do you really think you would be able to have a sound sleep? Let us investigate a few charts to see how it pans out for such people. George Clooney, a very well-known actor of Hollywood, and he has a tough time sleeping. Well, we saw that in Faldipika, Manteshwarji stated 3, 6, and 12 houses, and Kalidasji in his Uttar Kalamrita has stated the 12th house. So let us check out his chart to see how they function. In his third house is a malefic, or even if we do not take it as a malefic, it's a cruel or a cruel planet which is in its exaltation, in its exaltation, and in his 6th house, he has a debilitated malefic planet. In his 12th house, he has the ruler of the 12th house sitting right there with the 6th lord, and it is with Jupiter also, but sitting right there. And Jupiter, for instance, now is also the Putra Karaka. So we'll come to why we are working on those grounds on a later time. But for now, Saturn, 12th lord, with the 6th lord, Moon, sitting in his 12th house. Saturn is very strong here because it's, as I said, the 12th lord. Mars is the 3rd lord, debilitated in the 6th house. So George Clooney, in one of his interviews, has stated that in 2012, he revealed that he had a tough time getting to sleep, and at sometimes as much as 5 times a night he would wake up. Okay, and in a recent interview, he said that after the birth of his twins, his insomnia has been resolved, but he is now suffering from sleep deprivation, which is the reason because of the birth of his newborn twins. Okay, so we can see one way or the other, his chart does not give him too much of sleep, at least in this lifetime. Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston, again a very well-known actress of Hollywood. She also is on the list of those actors and actresses who are suffering from sleep deprivation. So she's, if we go by the principles again, the 3rd house, as we see it, is though doesn't have any planet in it, but it is under Papkartari Yoga. One side is a very strong Mars and the other side is Sun. Then the 6th house has 2 malefics sitting there along with the Lagna Lord, saying that it is always reflecting on herself. It is the Saturn and Rahu along with Venus. Venus as a Lagna Lord is exalted in the 6th house here. And in the 12th house, we have a retrograde, very strong planet, which is the 3rd lord and the 6th lord itself, that is Jupiter, and it is sitting with Ketu. So she's had a tough time. She's always written that she has had a tough time sleeping, and she said that her struggles with insomnia are well noted in her interviews. And she said there are certain things that she has now developed. When we're talking about remedial measures, she said that she had developed certain things before going to sleep now, or else there was a time when she would wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and she just would not be able to sleep because she would start having those conversations in her head that wouldn't shut up and wouldn't let her go back to sleep. So we'll do about those, what one can do before going to sleep so that you have a sound sleep. Now this is a case study of a known person, and this person, as you see, has Rahu in his 6th house, and in his 12th house he has Ketu, Mercury and Venus. Ketu and Mercury. Ketu is a malefic. Mercury, as we know, is the lord of the 6th house. Venus is a yoga karaka of this planet, of this chart, but Venus is happy in the 6th house. It so happens that this person is now running the Ketu Mahadasha, and he was even advised by a person at the airport to have a sound sleep because he developed a lot of bags under his eyes and dark circles, to the extent that some people, a person out of normal courtesy or out of concern for him, asked him to have proper sleep. This is what a malefic in the 12th house can actually give you, a very, very disturbed sleep. Now, Jennifer Aniston has gone ahead and said that to some things that has helped her for her insomnia have been keeping all the gadgets away, 5 feet away, as she mentions in her interview, from her, and doing a quick meditation before going to bed and doing some stretches and yoga poses. So she says that you need to turn off all your electronic devices an hour before you go into the bed. Most of us here would be scandalized with it because we are on our phones till the last moment. But then we should turn off the devices so that our energy levels become calm and we can have a nice, long, beautiful sleep. Do take care of your health, of your sleep, because on a long run, when we do not sleep well, our immune system goes down and our productivity comes down rapidly and at an alarming rate. So till we meet again, have a nice time. Thank you.